Hello, I'm Maria from Faceless. We're happy to welcome today Hackatao, the top 10 best-selling NFT artist of all time.
Thank you, Faceless. We're here with Hackatao. Me and Sandy are working on Hackatao's team. Hackatao are here as well. But Hackatao love to be behind the scenes, so we'll be the spokespeople for today.
Sounds great. Thank you for joining us. So for those who don't know Hackatao, can you give us a quick presentation?
Hackatao are an artist duo, and they're pioneers of the NFT space, of the cryptoverse. It's composed by S and N, and they met in 2005 and formed Hackatao in 2007. Before all of the crypto scene, the NFTs, they worked also with ceramics and drawing and painting, but always there was something digital in the nature of the works. Back when the first platforms that we now know and use, like Super Rare, were just being born, and their first work when the platform was born was Girl Next Door.
And why did they become crypto artists?
Hackatao works have always been digital at its core. They have always experimented with the virtual medium and embraced the digital nature of the works. For example, when they met in 2007, they started creating physical art, but with always this digital eye. So they experimented, for example, the animation of their physical works with the virtual reality. And it's in 2018 that they really discover what blockchain and then crypto art is, because they read about the crypto world through Jason Bailey's blog, and that now, for those who don't know him, is one of the most prominent crypto art curators. They came into contact with him and with Super Rare platform, that is one of the main marketplace for crypto art. What Hackatao felt was that it was built of the value in which they believe. So this crypto art that was described by Jason Baylis, talking about geographically agnostic artists, decentralizations, unity. And so Hackatao saw themselves in this value.
Can you tell us what's the most expensive NFT they have ever sold?
Hackatao record sale of about $1 million.
Wow, it's
And
crazy.
in 2022, so obviously now there is also the depreciation of the ethereum, so the prices. Highest selling piece is mega, that you are, the price was a combination of the physical and the digital artwork. So the final price was not only for the NFT or not only for the physical canvas, but the combination of these two universes. And it has been sold through Sotheby's, Temporary Art Day auction. And Sotheby's described this as the modern day diptych. So this new vision of art combining different tools and different medium. The concept behind was a sort of Renaissance celebration after COVID, Hackatao style with this combination of flat colors as well as graphite texture, full of important and codes to be discovered.
Actually, we'd love to see and learn more about other exciting projects or collaborations that Hackatao have ever had.
So I can talk to you about the Hack of a Bear project here.
Yes, please.
Hackatao are sharing the screen for us.
Perfect.
You can see this is the permanent show on Arium, on the platform Arium. You can still visit it, and also it's in the sculpture garden of the Museum of Crypto Art of Mocha, also permanent edition. This is the project that Hackatao did in collaboration with Christie's, and they see it, and it is a post-mortem collaboration with Leonardo da Vinci. Something rare happened, and this very little drawing called Head of a Bear went on auction through Christie's. So a collector brought the drawing, which is the one that you can see underneath the AR bear. And it all starts from there, and you can scan the bear. The head of a bear comes to life with all these drawings and text. As Sandy said before, the pop text, very it was also exhibited in Christie's at the time of the auction. I can show you some more projects if you want.
Yes, please.
There's the project with Blondie, which is the legendary rock band that I think everyone is very familiar with. So Hackatao will show you now the Blondie collaboration. I'll do a little introduction. It's called Hack the Borders. Idea of the band, and idea of Hackatao was to limit any sort of artistic borders or limits of freedom of expression, and to be boldly oneself, just as it's just what the punk band strived for, what they fought for. Here you can see Hackatao showing you when the project was projected onto museums all over the world in collaboration with the band. And this was a nice punk move because it was a rogue one. And this is Tate Modern, and it was also on Tate Britain. And this project has some lyrics from the band and also music from the band, but also this very nice connection. As you can see, the grid of 4 portraits, just like reminiscent of Warhol's. The whole project is an homage to Warhol, who Hackatao appreciate and always have as a master for them to get inspired by. You can see here some of the works. So it's Debbie's pop portraits in a whole different crypto way. And there's some open editions and so on. The pieces are accompanied by music. It's really just a fantastic project. So I'll show you another one, INCANTO. If Hackatao could please share their screen with the INCANTO deer. This is a very recent project. This year we did it. And Hackatao collaborated with Numomo, that are publishers in Korea, and also they're all things Web3 experts and the cryptoverse. And we did a publication on NFTs, and then Numomo reached out again, putting us into contact with ARTE META. And they asked of Hackatao to reinterpret this Korean myth that is this spirit deer living in the mountains in nature, that stands for longevity, long life, and a healthy life, a prosperous life. So what they did was, this deer, quite big in the space in scale, you could approach it, touch it, and it would flourish, and all these flowers come out of its body. And it's special for each viewer. It's individual and it's very personal, the way it reacts to you. It comes out from behind the forests and it approaches you. So the flowers and scenery was ARTE META's input and creation, and Hackatao did a whole research on Eastern and Western myths around the figure of the deer represented in pop culture, and also about the spiritual aspects of what this spirit stands for. And all of this is on the body of the deer. It's 3D, it's a very, very large canvas. And this show is right now in Gangnam, in the museum, Arte Museum Valley in Korea.
Okay.
How about a fourth and last project to see quite fast?
Yes, please.
This is Hackatao. It's Hackatao's collaboration with Sandbox. And they have been working for it for about 2 years now. And it's a fantastic game, really. You can see its little logo, it's the Taos forming the yin and yang, and all of this world. Everywhere you can see Hackatao's art, and some beasts and fighters and allies. There's different platforms. We can't show much, but you should expect it this coming year. So you can see this is Lady Hack, and she has to be in this world that is very parallel to the crypto one. I will not spoil much, but this will be very enjoyable. And Hackatao do see a huge increasing interest in gaming and art together, but they've also always had this themselves with the games they play, but also they're big fans of philosophy and readings. So there's a little bit of everything in this game, really, when it comes to the dialogue and the imagery and the platforms. It's all of what Hackatao stands for and likes,
Exactly.
enjoys, and believes in.
So my next question is a question that many creators are wondering. What's Hackatao's secret to reach this success?
Their secret is never to stop studying the blockchain and the crypto world, to always be innovative, to always push the boundaries. That might be the technology, the art field, the creation, and also choosing partners to support it. So, for example, for the next year, there will be also generative art projects that are behind the corner. So
Wow.
they have been working on these projects for such many months. So they do not hesitate to create complex projects. The opposite. They believe that it has no sense to replicate what it has already been done. No money and no innovation. So the idea is to go always ahead, to imagine new things and try to realize them. To them, it's not really a strategy, but something they love to do. They always are in contact with the collectors, the community on social, and the interest that comes out from these brainstormings help to realize these big projects.
And regarding your community, I can see in your Discord that people are very active, sharing thoughts and doubts. So I was wondering, what's the importance of community for Hackatao?
The community is a very important aspect for the crypto space in general, and for Hackatao is one of the most important value inside their philosophy. Hackatao appreciates a lot their community, and they are grateful to them for all the support that they are doing, because the role is a sort of constant brainstorming together. Every project organized and prepared by Hackatao as always a sort of double check with the community. Because we understand that the opinion and the suggestion of all the people that are working with us are absolutely essential for the success of a project. It's a very dynamic environment, very open-minded. Obviously, there are different opinions, but the positive thing is that in Hackatao community, there is no negative vibes, no people doing opposite vision in a negative way, but exactly the opposite. So even if people are proposing different things, there's a sort of common discussion, open mind discussion, and this keeps the flames alive and the ideas coming out, and it's very stimulating from an artistic point of view, for an innovation point of view in terms of technology, of tools that might be experimented. So the combination between the imagination, the people that can imagine things, and then other people that technically can support, and the art of Hackatao to realize the artistic side as well. It's a friendship environment where the final aim is to improve the system.